At this point, you should have these steps completed. You should have downloaded the video from Canvas. You should have imported the video into this GarageBand project, and we see that video up here at the top of our screen. And we also should have selected our beats per minute right here and changed that to 100 instead of 120. If you don't have those steps done, please go back to the last video and make sure that you have those steps completed before going on with this one. If you do have those steps done, let's start making some music. So the assignment is for you to create a to create a soundtrack to go along with this video. This video is several different slides, and you are going to just select a different sound clip for each one of these slides as you go through. Okay, so if you want to, you can go ahead and watch the whole thing in silence, or you can just start throwing some ideas down. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open up the pre-recorded loops. Up here in the upper right hand corner you see these three icons. You're going to click the one that looks like the loop-de-loop like that. Okay, and it opens up a big menu of possibilities. These up here are different folders that organize these sounds, and here is the actual sounds themselves. So when I click on, like if for this first one I see that I have a drum set. If I click all drums right here, then it's going to sort out any guitars and basses and things like that that don't really belong, right? So I have just drums to listen to. Notice that some of them are in bold and some of them are a gray color. We can only use the ones in bold, unfortunately. The gray ones have not been downloaded to these machines, so just ignore them and use the ones in bold. Lots of options still. Okay? So what you need to do is you need to, again, select tracks that fit this particular part of the video or this part of the slide. So I'm just going to select one. I'm going to select this blueprint beat and move it over here. Whenever you move a sound over, always make sure you create a new track rather than trying to put it on top of a track that already exists. Always create a new track by putting it in its own place so that you have the title right here that matches the title right here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put this over here. Now you can see that with this needle here, okay, and the sound is playing along with the video now, but then it stops right there, and yet the sound is still going. Rather than selecting a new track to go there also, if you click the upper right corner of this bubble, it will turn into the loop feature, okay, which basically, if you click and drag, you can now make this sound repeat however many times you want. Okay, so I made that sound repeat just once because after that, it goes to a new slide. Therefore, I'm going to look for a new sound for that. Okay. Another important thing that will help you to align your sounds appropriately, if you come up here to the top and you click Edit, okay, and make sure that this alignment guides, make sure you have a check mark next to that. If you don't, then go ahead and click it so that you put a check mark next to it, okay, so that therefore there should be a check mark there. Okay? Next thing I'm going to do, like I said, is we finding slides for this, for the different pictures that come up. So this is actually a conga. So then you go in and I'm going to look for a conga. Okay, well here's one. Just going to go ahead and select this. Notice that this one is really short though. All these things have to be 4 measures long. If you look at the top of your screen here, you can, these are different measure numbers. Okay, so this is 4 beats of music in a 4/4 measure. I'm going to need obviously 4 of them in order to equal my 16 beat requirement. Okay, so I select and I click and drag that to 16 beats. So therefore, it's the right length. So therefore, now I have my blueprint beat playing for this drum set. So I'm listening to that while I see that slide. Then once it gets to this point, now it's changed to a conga. So you're going to do that with these different slides that you see ahead of you. Okay, find appropriate sounds to go along with each new slide.